roots, rain, and rays of sunshine. You know, each one of us is a mashup of human and divine. We are 100% human. 100% divine. And we are just made of that unlimited essence. And we are also human. We have our earthly bodies that we walk around in. I think of these as our magic suits because, it's not who we really are. We've put them on for a lifetime. But there is something deeper within us, always deeper within us. We've come from the divine, and we understand that we have the intelligence and abundance. We have the joy and the love of the divine available to us at all times. But we're really human. Have you noticed? We have our shortcomings. We have our lessons to be learned. We have our absolute challenges in life. Our theme for the month is Rooted in the Divine. Last week we talked about the divine dirt, the sacred soil that we are rooted in, that essence that contains all that we could ever want or need. And today our topic is soaking up God's good, how we can invite and allow that amazing essence that is the divine to flow in, through, and as us. We can soak up our good through our roots, and we can also soak it up from, I'm going to talk about the rain and the rays of sunshine today. We have such great sunshine today. I'm so glad about that. So roots, rays of sunshine and rain. First, let's look at how we soak up God's good through our roots. Now, our roots are what keep us grounded. They're what keep us stable and flexible. We're kind of like trees in that if our roots are deep, then when the storms come, when the winds come, we won't be blown over. We'll be able to sway with the wind and go with the flow. We root and ground ourselves in God's love by remembering that it is here for us. We root and ground ourselves in God's good by remembering that it is here for us. I love this quote by Sonora Roy. Without being rooted and grounded in the love of God, we cannot experience the fullness of God in our lives. Without being rooted and grounded in the love of God, we cannot experience the fullness of God in our lives. And so we root and ground by remembering and trusting. When we remember and trust that all of the support, all of the guidance, all of the abundance, all of the joy that we could ever want or need has already been provided for us, that is when we get to sink into the roots and then draw up whatever it is we need. And Spirit isn't only here for us to give us what we need either. Spirit is here to delight us. Just this morning, several years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago, Lori, the practitioner, gave me some wonderful handmade soap that she made. And I was thinking about it this morning. And a while ago, she had something on Facebook that showed racks of soap. And I thought, I'm going to have to remember to ask Lori if she sells her soap and if I could buy some. Well, guess what she brought me this morning? Not one, not two, but 3 bars of her wonderful handmade soap. And it just feels like that's one of the gifts of the divine, because God doesn't just give us what we need. It wants more for us. It wants to experience more through us. And we get to be open for that. So how can we remember and trust? Here's what Ernest Holmes had to say. It doesn't matter what we call it, So long as we remember that there is a secret place of the Most High within us, and that we may consciously enter it by merely knowing that we are already there. This is the place where the universe meets us in its wholeness without any restriction whatsoever. This is the place where the all delivers everything that it is to us. Anything that helps you enter here is good. If you say prayers, make affirmations, repeat beautiful passages, or just sit in the quiet, and I would add silent contemplation of your thought, realizing the presence of life, you will do well. For all of those methods lead to the conclusion that the power exists and is available. So we remember and trust this power as we do our spiritual practices. Of course, here we talk often about the power of meditation. When we meditate, we get to quiet, we get to go into that silent place. We get to allow Spirit to speak to us. With our prayers, with our spiritual mind treatments, we get to claim our good. We get to state what it is that we are ready to open to, give thanks for it, and know that it is being worked on. It is being given to us in the best possible way. And with affirmations, we get to remind ourselves over and over and over that the divine good is here for us always. So here's some affirmations. I sink my roots into the good of the divine. It flows to me and through me and around me with ease and grace. God's good, and right here you can fill in anything you want in the blank. God's good is mine to enjoy and share, and I am grateful. So say that with me and feel free to fill in whatever you want in that blank. I sink my roots into the good of the divine. It flows to me and through me and around me with ease and grace. God's good is mine to enjoy and share, and I am grateful. So any of those things, meditation, visioning, visualization, prayer, affirmations, all of those are what help root us into the divine, open us up to all of God's good. Now, as I did last week, I'm going to invite you to imagine for a moment that you have roots that go deep, deep into the good of God. Into that sacred source. Imagine that whatever it is that you would like more of in your life is just coming up through your roots, that you can just soak it up. Maybe it's abundance, joy. Maybe it's more love in your life, radiant health. Whatever it is, imagine that it can just come up, that you can soak it up. Whatever will bring more balance and goodness into your life, soak it up, feel it infusing your energy. Feel it opening and filling your heart. And know that this is something you can call on and do at any time. It's the remembering and the trusting that enables us to access this. Divine good is constantly here for you. It's available by inviting it, by claiming it, and then by feeling. And if you don't feel it quite at first, just imagine that you feel it. Imagine that you feel whatever it is that you are ready to open to. For there are no limits in the divine. Spirit has it all the intelligence, all of the answers, all of the comfort, all of the joy. And in any moment, we have that option of soaking it up with our imaginary but very powerful, powerful roots. Next, soaking God's good up from the rain. Now, when I think of soaking up God's good from the rain, I think about plants and flowers. I think about how the water that comes down from the sky washes them. I think about how it nourishes and refreshes them. And we have access to that same nourishment and washing and refreshment. Because it seems that we all have times in our life when the clouds come in front of the sun, when the storms come, the rain comes. But even then, we can soak up God's good. We can take advantage of the allness that is here for us. We can soak up hope. Just as we imagine our roots digging down and soaking up whatever it is we need, we can imagine raindrops falling on us and bringing whatever it is that we need. We can soak up guidance or information from the infinite intelligence of the divine. Now, I don't know if you ever think about it, but there are times when I need information that I just say, okay, God, you better tell me right now. And, it usually works. Not always, but it usually works. I'm guided and I'm led and I'm told what I need to know, and I'm able to respond in the ways that I want to respond because I have called on it and invited it and asked for that guidance or information. We can soak up creativity and confidence from the Creator that created everything that is, everything that ever has been, and everything that ever will be. That one creative power we can call on and use. And we can soak up trust in the support of the divine. Now, trust and support feels like different things to different people. It may feel to you like your angels or your guides, your helpers being with you. It may feel like sinking into the arms of a beloved parent or grandparent. But whatever support feels like to you, you can trust and know that it is always, always here for you. There are those energies on the unseen, the different forms of spirit that are here to support us. I mean, because this energy has chosen to live through us, it has chosen to express through us, and it is supporting us in doing that. Eugene Holden writes the personal affirmations each month in the Science of Mind magazine. And this month we are blessed. He has also written the daily guides. And I love Eugene. He was here a few weeks ago and he wrote this on the March 4th daily guide. I know that life can show up in interesting ways where it may not be going the way we want. However, we can choose to use those times to stand in what we know. God, Spirit, is all there is. I am one with all there is. From that stance, we speak our word for peace, grace, perfect health, prosperity, and joy. Or maybe we can allow the rain to represent forgiveness. Forgiveness that can wash over us and heal mistakes that we've made or hurts that we have experienced. Now, of course, this forgiveness can be for ourselves because I think there are things that each of us regret that we would do different if we had a chance to do it over again. And so we can forgive ourselves for those things, and we can also let the rain, the refreshment of forgiveness wash over us as we forgive others. others who have hurt us, either individuals or groups of people that we feel have done things that have hurt us. Whatever our choice is about that forgiveness thing, you can't go wrong. Because there is a power in forgiveness that wakes things up in our hearts. There's a power in forgiveness that opens doors for us, that frees us to move forward in ways that we couldn't have otherwise. And we can soak up God's good as the rays of sunshine. When I think of God's good delivered to us on the rays of sunshine, I absolutely think of things like love and power, joy, gratitude. I could, of course, go on and on with that list of good qualities of the divine that shine down on us. Imagine tipping your face and you up to the sun, the gentle spring sunshine. Opening your hands and your arms and letting that sunshine shine down on you. Feel the warmth. Feel the light. Feel the glow. Remember that if it weren't for the warmth of the sun, if it weren't for the light, if it weren't for the energy that comes to us from the sun, life would not be on this planet. It feeds us. And just as the sun shines gently down on us, God's grace, God's abundance shines down on us as well. So as we soak it up, as we allow it to open our hearts, we can trust that we are here for a purpose. We are here for an absolute purpose. So visualize any quality of the divine that you would like more of in your life. Joy, peace, harmony, abundance. Just feel your skin soaking it up like you would soak up the precious, gentle spring sunshine. Feel it opening your heart. Feel it leading you forward. Know that you have come to earth, to this particular place, with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your politicians, with your beloveds, that you have come here for a purpose. I mean, I've heard it said, that we are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And so we have come with a purpose. And that means that we are right where we're supposed to be. We are right where we are supposed to be. The floor is like a little uneven here. And I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And since there's no limit to God's good, we can share. We can share all we want. Because we're here not only to soak it up, folks. We're here to soak it up, enjoy it, and radiate it out. To share it. To share the love of the divine. To share the hope. To share the grace. To share all that we have come here to share. So we get to choose what part of the infinite we will open to. We get to choose what part of the infinite we will soak up and how we will radiate it out. We can radiate it out in what we're called to do, work that we're called to do in the world. We can radiate it out as we spread love to our friends and family and people all over the world that we don't even know. Each of us will be guided to spread that abundance of Godness to spread that good in our own unique ways. And we can use it. We can spread that abundance, that wisdom, that guidance, that love, so that it will make a difference for all of the travelers on this planet, all of those who are traveling this journey with us. We can radiate it out so that we can help to create a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. So are you ready to soak up God's good through your roots and from the rain and rays of sunshine? Yeah, And are you ready? This is a really important question. Are you ready to radiate it out into the world in whatever unique ways you can? Yeah. Yes. I want to close with more of Eugene Holden's wise words from this month's Daily Guides. It doesn't matter what anyone says or thinks about you living your life from your passion. There is something within you that is waiting to be birthed through you. That something, that vision, that desire was placed within you long before you came to this earth plane. The truth is, you are here to allow it full voice. Once you say yes to who you are to be, trust that everything you need will come to you in expected and unexpected ways. Fear not, the finances, the people, the ways and means will show up. I'm going to add, the soap will show up. This is the truth of your being. You are the place where the infinite power of God becomes definite. Go for it. Be not afraid to be the most brilliant you that you can be. The most brilliant you that you can be. So as practitioners, stand with me in high consciousness. Let's move into prayer. As we feel the rain of God shining down on us, the rays of the sunshine shining down us, as we remember our roots that go deep into the divine, we are so grateful to be so blessed. Well, I know that Spirit is unlimited. I know that we can call on any part, we can claim any part of this thing that we call the universe. This thing that we call goodness. We can claim it, bring it into our lives, and share it for the highest good and greatest joy of all of those that we come in contact with. And this thing that is this godness, this goodness, it is what I am made of. It is what each person here is made of, each person on the planet. So because of this potential, I know that this power is here for us. As we state our desires, as we open to serve in new ways, as we open to radiate in new ways. So I know that as we go forth this week, we are guided. We remember the availability of the divine goodness. We remember it in our meditations, in our prayers, in our affirmations. And as we do that, we notice the difference that it makes in our lives. As we step into each step with grace and love and great expectation, Spirit leads. Spirit fills our path with all that is good and wonderful and delightful, all that is for our highest good. And so I know that there's nothing in us that can block that it flows freely, that we flow freely, that we love freely. And so in great, great, great gratitude for the power that is behind these words, the power that is in these words, I simply let it go. I let God do what it does so well, which is bless us. I let it go. I let it be. And so it is.